Well, thank you for joining us today, Greg. So, my first question for you is, can you tell us and the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Greg Brittnacher. I'm Calumet County's Veteran Service Officer. I started this position here in August of 2019. Prior to that, I was at a veteran benefit specialist for Winnebago County. So background education wise, I have my master's in public health with emphasis on health administration and health promotion. Military wise, Air Force veteran, served from 2003 to 2007, stationed primarily in England, and then from 2006 to 2007 forward deployed to Iraq. Then with my education, transitioned to wanted to use it in some way to help veterans, and now here I am doing what I love. So.
Perfect. Well, we're glad you're here, Greg. The next question I got for you is to tell us a little bit about the county that you serve in.
Yeah, so Calumet County, we are a growing county with a diverse veteran population. From few World War II veterans left. Primarily, the biggest chunk that I have is Korea, Vietnam, but we're starting as the county continues to grow. So does the OEF, OAF, Gulf War era veterans are starting to trickle in as well. So the overall population of the veteran would be right around like 3,500 veterans. So it's still a rural community for the most part, a rural county, I should say. That is the county as a whole.
Okay, perfect. And then as a CVSO, what are some of the services that you offer veterans in your community?
The services overall, the primary one that we focus on is connecting them with compensation and pension benefits for veterans and the survivors of those veterans. Like I said, our biggest population is our Vietnam veterans with Agent Orange exposure. So the big thing is connecting them with their current benefits, compensation benefits, and those surviving spouses. Then you get the whole gamut besides that. Those are our two big ones. And then obviously getting them connected with VA healthcare, getting them connected with VA home loan, those things, education benefits for their dependents, kind of from anything in between. We help them with financial assistance, with our Veteran Service Commission funds, and then also connecting them with other local resources as well.
Perfect. Definitely a one-stop shop.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of local resources, what are some local veteran organizations that you guys do partner with?
We do have within the county. We have 10 American Legions, I believe, one VFW, one DAV. So working with them, depending on where the veteran resides, if there's some unique needs that our office can't do, we partner with those organizations to help fulfill those needs in that way. And they've been great overall. Is it specifically you looking at just veterans or just outside of?
Really any organizations that you guys partner with?
Yeah. So in addition to that, we have another major one is the Evans Detailing and Polishing. It's a local business owner, I should say. They do a golf outing every year to raise funds for Calumet County veterans. So those funds, he manages them with partnership with us. So it's a great partnership, and he helps offset or meet those unique needs that maybe our Veteran Service Commission can't meet. He can fill those gaps. So I'm pretty fortunate to have a business like that to step up and provide additional funds for our veterans that are in need.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds great. It's always good when other people can step up in the community and fill those gaps, especially where they're needed. And that's wonderful.
Yep.
What are some different ways you guys try reaching out to veterans?
For us, just with we do our social media, Facebook, we have our webpage. I'm currently trying to redesign that myself to get it updated and more user-friendly for our younger veterans. In addition, is just trying to get to, for me personally, getting to the meetings to connect with those veterans, and then veterans just word of mouth within Calumet County. Again, it's an older population, which is reverting back to the older techniques of trying to communicate. But it's continuing to grow, and we're continuing to get more veterans coming in our office. So we're doing something right here, which is good.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
What would be some challenges you think you guys you see in your face in your county trying to work and help with veterans?
The challenges would just be it's still outreach. I think is always going to be a challenge of the veterans unaware of their benefits, and trying to educate them where they feel confident, where they run into another veteran in the supermarket, at least give them my name and phone number to contact us, to at least make that referral system. So that's just one of the things I think for me personally, I've been in this position for 2019, and obviously 2020 is a kind of a dumpster fire in that regard. So still getting my name or the name of just veteran benefits and who to contact in our community. And it's going to take time just to establish more relationships with the posts were good, but just establishing maybe with healthcare providers, that's ultimately my long-term goal, and local businesses and stuff to help just as a community, is if we can advocate for veterans as a whole, to refer them to me. That's ultimately the biggest challenge, as veterans being unaware or thinking they know their benefits, but maybe not fully understanding, like I was back before I started this position, thinking I know, but then you get to it and you're like, oh, I didn't know. So.
Well, I'm right there with you. When I got out, I thought I knew stuff, like you said, word of mouth from other vets, whatnot. But once I finally went and saw a CVSO, one, I didn't know what CVSO was, but when I finally saw one, I was like, man, yeah, nope, I knew nothing.
Right, and that's how when I first started, I was like, I know my VA benefits, and then you like get in there like, no, I don't, not nearly as I should. So I'm glad there's positions in at least the state of Wisconsin, where we have 72 of us and 11 tribes, that we have at least a resource to go to.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. What you guys do is just phenomenal, and it's such a blessing for vets to have that resource.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, the last question I got for you today, Greg, is what is the best way for a veteran to get a hold of you and your office?
By phone, 920-849-1452. Facebook, we're on there with Calumet Veterans. And then also the county website for, if you look, Calumet County Veteran Service Office, and those are our ways. My email, our general email is calumetvets@calumetcounty.org. So that's going to be CALUMET vets, VETS, @calumetcounty.org. So that's a way to get in touch with us and get connected with your benefits.
Perfect. Well, Greg, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule and being here with us today. We really appreciate all the great information and everything that you do for veterans. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.